Good morning, Ms. Dominguez. How are you today?
I'm doing great, thank you. How's your week been so far?
My week has been very eventful. Thank you for meeting with me to discuss NOAA's test performance. What I have here are the scores for the Iowa Test of Basic Skill that the students took about 3 weeks ago. This is an achievement test. An achievement test is just a snapshot of a student's performance as of right now. This top portion is the norm referenced information, which compares your child to a norm group.
What is a norm group?
A norm group is a sample of children nationwide who take this test before it is published to compare their performance to your child's performance. It is useful when comparing nationwide performances to make sure everyone is on the same page. The bottom portion of this performance profile is the criterion referenced information. It provides detailed information about skills in each area.
So how did NOAA do on the Ohio test then?
Well, let's take a look at, in vocabulary, NOAA scored in the 95th percentile.
Does that mean NOAA got an A?
What that means is that he did better than 95% of the norm group. This sheet here shows a bell curve, which is a visual of different ways to look at scores. In vocabulary, he scored here. Let's look back at vocabulary. As we go across the top portion, we see the section called percentile rank. This diamond represents the score NOAA received in vocabulary. The rectangle around that score represents what he would most likely receive if he took this exact same test on a different day. It is referred to as a standard error of measure. Let us look at reading comprehension now. NOAA scored within the 79th percentile. Again, that means that NOAA scored higher than 79% of the norm reference group. Right here where it says SS, that means standard score, and what that is just another type of score that tells about NOAA's performance using the same information. The range for standard score is between 170 and 204. The average score is 185. NOAA's standard score for vocabulary is 214. He did really well in this portion of the test, remember, because his percentile rank for vocabulary was the 95th percentile. Same thing, different way of scoring it. Now this part might be a little confusing. The next type of scoring is GE, which means grade equivalent. This first number before the decimal is the grade level, and the one after is the number of months. All it means is that in the norm reference group, students in the grade level who took the same test scored what NOAA scored on that particular part.
Okay, so what is his grade equivalent score for reading comprehension then?
In reading comprehension, NOAA scored 5.2, which means students in the 5th grade scored the same as NOAA. The next type of scoring is called a national stanine. These are simpler to read, I think. Let's look at word analysis. The national stanine that NOAA scored for word analysis was 7. If we look back at our bell curve, this portion has the word 9, or this word has the word 9, so it's scored on a scale of 1 to 9. NOAA's score for word analysis was a 7, so he falls right here on the bell curve, which helps to visualize where he's at.
Okay, I understand now. So what are these scores down here?
This is the criterion referenced information, and it breaks down the skills in each area that NOAA was tested on. Is there anything that was tested on that you have a question about?
Underneath spelling, what are words with affixes?
Affixes are words that have a suffix or a prefix. For example, the word driving has an ing at the end, and that's a suffix.
Okay, I understand. So what did NOAA score on the correct spelling portion?
There was a total of 4 questions, and NOAA attempted or did all 4. That's what this means. He answered all of them correct, so his percentage was 100. You can see right here that the national score was 74%. So he did really well in that section. This shows the rank that he ranked high. Let's look at writing conventions. There were 5 total items, and NOAA attempted all 5. However, he got 20% correct. The national percentage correct was 53%. You can see here in the rank that it was a low score. That's something that we can focus on, that we know he needs improvement in this area. At home, you can also proofread and work one-on-one with NOAA. That would be great, and we would do that at school as well.
Okay. Can you give me copies of extra activities that we can do at home?
Sure, absolutely. I can send some writing activities home in NOAA's folder tomorrow. This is just one area that we can focus on, but he did really well in many other areas. In concepts and estimation, particularly algebra, he ranked high, as you can see here, and scored 100% compared to the national percentage, which was 62%. Here is some of the work that he has done in class. He really enjoys doing his work, and he helps a lot of the students in our class.
Oh, that's great.
I hope I've explained this test results in a way that we both can understand. I know how difficult they are to read. Are there any questions or concerns that you may have?
No, thank you. I think I have a better understanding, but if I have any questions, I'll have your email, so I'll contact you.
Okay, great. Sounds good. I also provided a handout for you explaining the test scores, but if you come across something that you don't understand, feel free to call me. Thank you so much for meeting with me, Ms. Dominguez.
Thank you.
I look forward to meeting you with you again.
And what's this right here?
This is the copy of the information on Noah's test scores and some of the work that he's done in class.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.